What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chase. I'm coming at you guys with a Suns My League MyGM. You know, the MyGM is actually just trash this year, so I'm just doing it in my league. So yeah, this is kind of my first series, and I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna look for you guys to go in the comments, tell me trades that you guys think I should make. And yeah, let's get into it. Guys, so now getting into the roster. Obviously, our star player is 20-year-old Devin Booker. Man, there is not enough that I can say about this guy. This guy is insanely talented, and we're just lucky enough to have this guy on our team. And then we got TJ Warren at the small forward for us. I think he's going to be actually a very good asset to our team. I don't see any reason on why we should trade him or anything like that. And then Elfrid Payton, he's only 23. I think that over the series we could progress him to be a better shooter, but I really like that he is a fantastic playmaker and pretty good on the defense, actually. So then we also got Josh Jackson. Right now I see this guy as untouchable. He, other than Devin Booker, is pretty much our best player. And then we got Alex Len. Really like that this guy is 7'1". Not thinking we're going to trade him. I'm not planning on it. And then we got Tyson Chandler, who I could potentially see us trading because he's got actually a pretty big contract and he is getting up there in age. Then we got Troy Daniels. I see this guy playing as a pretty good role player on our team. He seems to be a pretty good shooter. He's young. He has room to grow. Then we got Allen Williams. This guy, I think he'll do all right on the team. Nothing really special about him, to be honest. Then we got Tyler Ulis. I really like this guy. He's only 21 years old. Man, what's his potential? He's got a B- potential. Honestly, I don't see any reason why we should trade this guy. I think he should be on the team the entire series. I think he's going to grow to be a really, really good player in our lineup. Then we got Brandon Knight. I honestly don't know if we should keep this guy or not. He's got a huge contract for our fourth point guard in our lineup, and I do like his game though. He's not bad, but that contract's just a little too much for a 74 overall. Then we got Marquise Chris. I like this guy, and I think that he has a lot of potential, but I could see us trading him because he could be a little bit of trade bait, considering he's only a 73 overall. Then we got Dragon Bender, and honestly, I'm gonna be real, I really don't like this guy. He's only 19 years old, but I'm just not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of the game that he has. What's his potential at? B-? I wouldn't even give him a B-. Like, I'm just not a fan of this guy. So later in the series, this guy will probably be traded at some point. Then we got Jared Dudley. I respect the guy's game, but that contract is massive for how bad of a player he is. So this guy, I can definitely see us trading. I don't think he's going to be on the team even to start the season. I think he's going to be off the team pretty quick. Alright guys, so not in any means do I think that this team is a playoff potential team at this point, but that's our job. So let's get into some trades. Alright, now starting off with our one and only trade for this episode, no shocker, Jared Dudley. He's gotta go. So I came up with this trade to put Jared Dudley and our 2021 second round unprotected pick for Channing Frye. I'm making this trade to get rid of his awful contract. And right now with this team, I don't think second rounders are too much of a big deal to keep around. Alright guys, now after making our one and only trade, here's our starting lineup. We're starting Elfrid Payton, Devin Booker, TJ Warren, Allen Williams, and Alex Len. So let's get into our first game of the season.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Just getting our feet wet here in the early season with Doris. The talented teams that aren't coming together yet, how long do you think before they have to make some adjustments?
I certainly don't think you take any observation you've made in the first 20 of the games of the season and run with it. It's such a short span of time to evaluate. And again, you may be having players who are not 100% healthy or are not quite in NBA game shape yet because of whatever occurred in the offseason. So I would think decisions are not made in the NBA in terms of, okay, do we need to make a trade?
Alright guys, so starting out the first quarter, Elfrid Payton's going to have the ball, call for a screen, he's going to go straight in for a wide open layup.
Who's getting what kind of minutes? I would certainly think the feeling out process is as
A few moments later, Devin Booker's going to have the ball now. He's going to call for that screen, and he also is going to get a wide open layup.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got his first bucket of Blazers.
Back on offense, Elfrid Payton's going to have the ball. He's going to drive towards the rack, and this time he's going to get a contested layup to go. At this point, I'm not feeling too confident that we're up by 2 points. We're only a few minutes into the first quarter, and you already know, with the Portland Trailblazers with their star backcourt duo of CJ McCollum and Lillard, that this lead, it's just not ever safe. Back on offense, Troy Dillings is going to have the ball. He's going to go towards the paint, throw up a brick, and then surprisingly,
he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, because of his length and toughness, so difficult.
so now Brandon Knight's got the ball. He's going to go straight towards the rack, get that easy layup.
Disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long.
Now at this point in the game, I'm running the ball through Josh Jackson. I want to see what he can do. So he's got the ball right now. He's going to go at the paint, and you know,
And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
I tell you what, you gotta love his focus there. Jackson really terrific at just muscling through the contact. Takes a lot of pride in his ability to take the hit and still finish.
so Josh Jackson, he's not the greatest free throw shooter, but you already know.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
So the time's running down.
Trailblazers with the ball.
Not much is left in the
It's a
first
three-point
quarter.
game.
And Sebastian Napier, he's going to go straight at the rack, and
Peter's good.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
so starting off the second quarter, Ulis is going to have the ball. He's going to call for that screen, drive at the rack, throw it behind his head to Tyson Chandler for the wide open layup.
In that regard, but remember, Marquise Chris really together.
Now the Blazers are going to have the ball here, and they're going to throw up an absolute brick that's going to get rebounded by Channing Frye, who's going to full court pass it to Troy Daniels, who's driving at the rack, strong in,
This team headed
and one.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Daniels.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. It's tipped.
Back onto offense, Devin Booker's going to have the ball. He's going to snatch back, throw up an absolute brick that's going to get rebounded by Alex Len, who's going to swing it right back out to Booker, and you already know.
It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6. He's trailed by 3.
Now the ball is in Brandon Knight's hands. He's going to call for that screen, drive towards the rack, and he's wide open. What are you doing?
Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Booker's got a couple of three-pointers in the second.
So right now, I'm feeling pretty good about this team.
Between the shot clock and
Going into halftime, we are tied with the Portland Trailblazers, who are completely out of the league of the Suns. There's no way that we should be tied with them at halftime, but our young talent that we have on this team is absolutely showing up. They're giving the ball to Evan Turner, and we're going into halftime time.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
So starting off the third quarter, the Blazers are going to have the ball here, and at this point in the game, I'm just trying to make sure that Damian Lillard does not go off. So they're putting Evan Turner in isolation right here, which doesn't make too much sense because he's not the greatest shooter. So he's calling for a screen. Now he's going to drive towards the rack, and unfortunately, we get a foul with TJ Warren. Back on the offense, Elfrid Payton's got the ball. He's going to drive towards the rack. He's going to wing it out to the corner, and TJ Warren makes up for the foul that he made. So back on the offense, Booker's got the ball. He's going to get a nice little Euro for the and one.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the and one.
Well, you watch the way Booker plays on the offensive end, and everything just comes so easily for him, Doris.
Yeah, no doubt, Kev. Certain aspects of his style have led to...
So getting into the fourth, Brandon Knight's starting off the ball. He's going to call for that screen, drive towards the rack, and then get a beautiful pass to Tyson Chandler for the open layup.
Yep, that one goes in there.
So later into the fourth quarter, we're only up by 6 points, and we're just making sure they don't get the ball to Lillard. But he gets it anyway, and so now we're giving the ball to Elfrid Payton to secure the game, but
They're down by 3.
so at this point in the game, we're just making sure Lillard doesn't get the ball. But he does, and
Tremendous 3 to tie it up.
so at this point in the game, we don't have much to do but to give it to Booker and just attempt to try to get a shot off.
3-point line, it's Booker. Oh,
But it won't.
shot and work.
And just like that,
Overtime.
this game is going into overtime. So going late into overtime, we're giving the ball to Josh Jackson, and he's calling for a screen. He's going to drive right at the rack, and he's actually going to get fouled here to put us in the bonus. But like I said earlier, Josh Jackson is not the greatest free throw shooter.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall.
So we get a second try. We're actually going to get this one to go, and we're trailing by 3 points. So we give the ball to Devin Booker, who is going to call for the screen, and he's going to actually pass it to the corner to Josh Jackson. And at this point, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, give it to Booker. So now, we have to intentionally foul Damian Lillard, which is never good. So we only have one option, and that's Devin Booker from the corner.
Guys, what do you think?
But it doesn't drop. And just like that, this game is over. So, we're walking away with a loss right here. But that's okay. So at this point, you guys are probably thinking, Chase, how are you possibly okay with losing the first game of the season? Well, we're a young team, and I don't expect us to win against every playoff potential team like Trailblazers every time we play them. And secondly, if we look at our stat line, Devin Booker dropped 29 points, Josh Jackson dropped 19, shooting 7 for 8, and even Tyson Chandler had a good game shooting 5 for 6, 5 boards, and 2 blocks. In my opinion, that's not that bad of a game. And lastly, we're just one step closer to the first overall pick. So leave down in the comments what you guys think we should do, what kind of trades we should make, and how you guys are liking the series. And with that being said, it's your boy Chase. I'm out.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use.